Well, Pepe wanted to be a part of this month's end of month wrap up. We're going to talk all things stats, market update, our newsletter, and upcoming events in the community. Stay tuned. Okay, let's touch on stats. So rather than just rattling off statistics, I want to give you some things that we are seeing that are showcasing the fact that we're not in the same market that we were in the frenzy. We're not seeing a frenzy anymore. So here's two examples. So there's a couple places on the local islands. One needs total renovation. It does face the water. It's got some great water views, but it's been sitting on the market almost 3 months now. And it's just over $1 million. The seller, it needs a total gut job. I think this is an example of, and you know, he's not the only person, but sellers tend to be a few months behind the current market. So I think some of the sellers are getting a little bit of a dose of reality. And I think the reality that we're seeing is more competition for supply based on the demand. And it's not a crashing market. We're seeing what's going closer to a normal market. So as we kind of head toward the end of August, I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see closer to a 4-month level of inventory. So last month was 2.5 months, generally speaking, for the Sarasota County market. And again, we're seeing properties sit, we're seeing price reductions. But again, think this is more healthy. Think about you as the buyer. You're going to have more options, and if those options include a property for $1 million and it's already updated, you're not going to move on that property. So that particular seller, I think, is going to come to the realization that they have to be under $1 million at least, and I think that'll move that property. Another example of a property we did not get the listing for, unfortunately, but we were about $100,000 off in the price differential. That property's now been sitting for 60 days. In this market, when you price a property correctly, it should sell within 25 to 30 days. And if it doesn't, it's 99.9% the price. So I think that those real life examples tell you exactly what you need to know in this changing market. I've been doing this for 20 years here. We've seen so many fluctuations, and right now we're pivoting like everybody else, whether we're working with a buyer or seller, and we've got boots on the ground and we know this market inside and out. And I've said this before, but I will not always tell you what you want to hear, but I will definitely tell you what you need to hear. And I sit down with you and go through like what you're paying on a property versus pricing it correctly now, or pricing it just above even, and what that means for you as a possible seller and what that means for you as a buyer looking at the property. So those are, rather than just rattling off these stats here, I think those real life examples will hopefully help you when you're dealing with potentially buying or selling. Okay, now on to our e-newsletter and awesome events in the Sarasota area. So if you're not already on our e-newsletter, let us know. Click the link below, shaylatwit.com, and make sure you let us know that you want to sign up for it. So in the e-newsletter, we have our monthly newsletter that we send out to people on our snail mail list. A lot of local people are our past clients and professionals in town. So we love that. We put, I love being creative, and I love having a nice visual for people and giving you some really good content for what's happening in the market. So please sign up. Let us know if you want to sign up for the e-newsletter. So in that, you get the regular snail mail newsletter, and then we have some of our featured videos, and it's all interactive. So, we've got some of our highlighted videos in here, one of which is our pricing video. I think it's important that people listen to that, and that kind of ties in with the market on where to price your property in any market, really. And we just added some cool things in here, a to-do list, so like events in the area. My favorite is the Lakewood Ranch Humane Society. They're like my cause. I love dogs, I love cats, and all animals. And every year they put on their annual Putts for Mutts 4 spelled F-O-R-E, because it's a golfing event at the Ritz-Carlton. So if you're on my e-newsletter, you would already know about it, and you can click on it and sign up. There's a $500 raffle. There's a helicopter ball drop. It is later this month and sometime in October, I think. I have got it on my calendar. But it's a really fun event, and it really benefits the doggies and kitties. So other than that, you know, we had a really good month in August, and I'm proud of the team and myself. I've worked really hard, and Shayla behind the camera as well is a huge support. My office here, Ellen O'Day, my broker, our marketing staff that puts together all of our marketing. It's not a one-woman show, that's for sure, and we're getting ready to close out close to 10 million for August. So I don't listen to all the people saying summer is slow, because actually historically we've had some really, really good Augusts over the last, I would say, 5 years or more, in COVID and out of COVID. So thank you, because I can't do without you as the client and for trusting us with your biggest asset. So I can't thank you enough. I'm very grateful for those that want to work with us, and it's very noticed, so thank you. And if there's anything I could do regarding real estate, you know how to reach me, Shayla@twit.com.